So, sir, shall we start?
Yes, yes.
Bhavin,
So,
sir?
जिग्नेश बोलना हाँ जब शुरू करना है तो.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, yes, जिग्नेश शुरू
तो
करें.
भाविन सर से पूछ रहा हूँ.
परमिशन हाँ.
ब्रिजेश सर, shall we start?
You are live, you can start.
Okay. Okay. So, a very good morning to one and all present over here. Uh, Today we have a very distinguished personality in our webinar series, Dr. Ashok D. Gaur sir. He's serving as an assistant professor in SGM English Medium College of Commerce and Management, SEMCOM Vallabh Vidyanagar, which is associated with the CBM University. Sir, having a qualifications and having a degree of MCOM, Masters of Philosophy, PhD, BA, MA with Economics, UGC, SET and NET and Commerce. Sir, having a specializations in Commerce and Management and Business Environment. Let us give some brief introduction about the today's expert. He is an assistant professor in SEMCOM College, CVM University, Vallabh Vidyanagar, and sir having a 19 years of teaching experience. He has a doctorate degree in commerce and also cleared a UGC SET and NET exam in commerce. He is a lifetime member of professional bodies like All India Commerce Association, Indian Accounting Association, and Indian Society for Training and Development. He is also a member of Junior Chamber International. Sir has published 4 books, 20 research papers in national and international journals, and Sir has written 18 chapters in edited books. So, Sir has participated in more than 60 seminar conferences at international level and national level and taken 38 guest lectures. So, today we have Dr. Ashok D. Gaur, sir. Welcome you, sir, in the
Namaste, welcome.
Department of Commerce webinar series. Dear students, today we have a very live topic, and we can say that name of this topic is COP26 in India. So let me give you some brief uh, or overview about this topic. That the 2021 United Nations Climate Change Conference, more commonly we can refer as COP26, was the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference, which is held at the SEC Centre in Glasgow, Scotland, United Kingdom. From 31st October to 30 November 2021, it describes the major outcomes of the 26th session of the Conference of the Parties, COP, to the United Nations Framework Conventions on Climate Change. So, what Sir will talk about the COP26? He will give you the idea about the awareness about the climate change and its effect on us, to know the India's policy towards the climate change, and to inform and inspire to the work various eco warrior. So these are the main objectives and these are the main themes of this seminar or this webinar. So without wasting much time, I would like to hand over this session to Dr. Ashok Gaur, sir. Sir, now stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Jignesh. Let us start. I'm sharing the screen. So, Jignesh, it is visible.
Yes,
Hello.
it is visible, sir.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Let me. Jignesh sir has already introduced me. Okay. Today we are going to see COP26 and the India. Now, let us start with the brainstorming. Okay. Now, I have written God. That means God. Okay, can you elaborate what is the full form of God? Yes, audience, Jignesh, yeah, anybody. What is the full form of God?
God is everywhere.
Okay, what is the full form of G? What is the full form of O? And what is the full form of D? Any student can guess. Let us make it so interactive. Okay, interactive रहेगा तो बहुत
Sir,
अच्छा रहेगा.
Ashok sir,
Yes,
Ashok sir.
yes.
Actually, we have the students, but I think they cannot directly give the means their answers.
Okay, okay. Anyway, so what is the full form of God? The full form of God is generator, operator, and destroyer. Okay, those who generate, those who operate, and those who can destroy. It is the full form of God. Mindful student, this environment is our God. This environment can generate us. This environment can operate us, and this environment can destroy us. Okay, so it is our duty to protect the mother earth. Okay, if environment is disturbed, if environment is polluted, then we will not generate. Okay, we will not grow, and our future generation will suffer. Okay, we will not operate nicely. And you know the corona pandemic. Okay, so God was angry with us. Okay, so different types of disease are found in the earth, so this environment can destroy also. So environment is just like a god. We cannot even think about our living without the environment. A slight change in the environment will affect our life, affect our business, affect our living. So environment is just like a god. Okay, it can generate, it can operate, and it can destroy. If we see what is the full form of Bhagwan, okay, we can see in the Gujarati or in the Hindi, Bhagwan. Here, Bhav means Bhumi, okay, and Ga means Gagan, and Va means Vayu, and No means Neer, and Agni. Okay, these are the five components which are abiotic and the biotic, which are needed for our life, needed for sustaining our life. Okay, so environment is nothing as Bhagwan. Okay, it gives soil so that we can plant crop, we can grow tree, Akash that give us our okay air. Neer means water and the fire. These are the basic ingredients of life. Without soil, without air, without water, without Agni or without atmosphere, we cannot think about living in this world. Okay, so this was the full form of Bhagwan. Uh, so it is our duty to protect our Mother Earth. If we will not care our Mother Earth, and then what will be the future? So the future lies in our hand. Whether we want to destroy our Mother Earth or we want to protect our Mother Earth. Okay, what is the full form of A plus H plus L equal to B? Okay, so the A means atmosphere, H means hydrosphere, L means lithosphere, and B means biosphere. I repeat, here A means atmosphere. Okay, you already studied in the geography. Okay, we have stratosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, anosphere. These are very, very important for our living. Okay, if there is no atmosphere, then all the ultraviolet rays will come to our earth and they will destroy our life. So A for atmosphere. Second is hydrosphere. All the water bodies found on the earth includes hydrosphere. Okay, and L for lithosphere. That means soil, hard surface. And if we combine this A plus H plus L, we will get biosphere. And in the science, we call biosphere means life. What we have done? The air we breathe, we have polluted. All what we have done to the water bodies. Okay, there is a problem of water pollution. There is a problem of land degradation or land pollution. That is why we are suffering from our life. Okay, we are not enjoying our life to our fullest. There are so many waterborne disease. There are so many airborne disease. Okay, there may be many type of disease which are affecting our life. So here if you want to protect our mother earth, then we have to care our atmosphere, we have to care our hydrosphere, and we have to protect our soil lithosphere. So automatically life will be more meaningful and it will be more fruitful. ओके कहते हैं फूल नहीं तो फूलनी पाखड़ी. ओके एनवायरमेंट इज अ थिंग विच अफेक्ट एवरीबडी. हम कहते हैं ना मेरे बाप का क्या जाता है, मेरा क्या जाता है, लेकिन याद रखना एनवायरमेंट ऐसी चीज है जिसका सबके ऊपर असर करता है. करता कोई और है और भोगना किसी और को पड़ता है. सो एनवायरमेंट विल नॉट डिपेंड्स on other. You have to start from your home, from your society, okay, from your town, from your city, from your country. So don't bother, don't think about somebody will start. Okay, if you want to protect our mother earth, we have to start, we have to take initiative. So start from your own, start from your family. So there is a very good saying that environment protection starts with me. Don't wait for others. Okay, you start. And कहते हैं ना a journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step. So take the first step. If you will take the first step, then naturally others will follow you and they will start, okay, protecting the environment. So start with your, okay, what you can do. Don't think about others, what you can do. Okay, now before we discuss the topic of COP26, it is very important, okay, how little children are aware and they are so advanced, how they are working in their life to protect our Mother Earth. Okay, so you already know the meaning of sustainable development. That means protecting the needs of present generation without affecting the needs of future generation. Okay, if we will not protect present generation, okay, then if the present generation will use this type of resources, then what will happen to the future generation? So I want to motivate the student, okay, how little children which are known as eco warriors, they are doing their role. Okay, they are doing tremendous and very nicely job to protect our mother earth. So all these are very important to understand the COP concept. Yes, this is very famous personality. Okay, student can guess what is the name of this lady. Okay, this is a teenage girl. Okay, he's just
Greta
14 or
Thunberg.
yes, right. Okay, this girl is checking the politicians. Okay, just one tweet can create so many effect. उसको बोलते हैं Greta effect. Okay, when there was a farmers agitation in the New Delhi, just one tweet by this girl, okay, affected the entire politicians. So how much powerful this girl is. This girl is taking our duty. जो काम हम नहीं कर रहे हैं वो एक छोटी 16 साल की या तो 15 साल की लड़की ने बेड़ा उठाया. Okay, if politicians are not working, but this girl is trying to protect our mother earth, and she has given very nice speech in the COP26. Okay, the mostly all the policymakers and the politicians are have a fear of these girls. So this small girl can change. So why we cannot? Okay, right. This is the magazines Times. This is the very famous magazines. To have a photo on the cover page, you must do very nice work or some very famous work. So Times magazine, and in the cover page, the entire article regarding this girl is given. Greta Thunberg, the power of youth. Okay, this nice girl has started his journey from a school strike. Now he is giving speech. He is giving guiding lakhs of youth to protect the Mother Earth. Okay, you can see this book in the internet. What she think, you can also hear the interview of the Greta. So these are the eco warriors. Okay, they can change the world. They can change the policy makers, and they can put voice against the Mother Earth. Okay, he started his campaign at the school level. Okay, and he is the climate activities. Just 16 years, and at the age of 16, he has given a speech at the United Nations Climate Action Summit in the New York City. Okay, she started his movement in the 2018, and all the people started joining this. Now she is very famous personality, and he has taken pledge to protect our mother earth. And she tried to convince the policymakers and all the leaders of the world to make environment policy which is suitable to the future generation. Okay, just at the age of 16, okay, she had addressed heads of state at the United Nations. Okay, meet the president of United Nations, and he has visited many countries, and he is the largest warrior of climate. Okay, so you student, you can learn from this Greta Thunberg. See the personality of this girl. Okay, just at the age of 16, the work which we cannot do, just a simple girl is doing. So why we cannot protect our mother earth? Why we cannot protect our university? Why we cannot protect our own city? So this 16-year girl can start. Why we cannot start? Yes, anybody know this girl? Very simple. Okay, she is not a personality. She is not a hero heroine. Okay, she is just simple girl. Okay, now this girl is very famous in the entire world. Okay, if you are going to give appear for the IS officer exam or UPSC exam, okay, this type of question may be asked. Yes, anybody, Jignesh, can you name this person? What is the name of this girl?
I don't know,
Okay,
sir.
these are the warriors which are behind the curtain. Okay, हम बोलते हैं ना, हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? We always complain what we can do. Government is doing nothing. Okay, politicians are doing nothing. But see, 14 years girls can change the world. Okay, we must feel proud that this small girl can bring change in our society. Okay, the name of this girl is. Okay, she is called Malala of India. She is just 9 year old Riddhima no known. Okay, he has done very nice work. Okay, you have already seen the natural calamity as the at the Himachal Pradesh. Okay, the Riddhima was only 6 year old when the flood ravaged Uttarakhand in 2013. Okay, the image and the stories of ecological disaster left a profound impact of the young mind. ओके, जब इसने वो उत्तराखंड में ये सब तूफान वो सब देखा, लैंडस्लाइड, तो उसके मन में गहरा इम्पैक्ट पड़ा. सो सी थिंक व्हाट आई कैन डू. और उसने सिंस सी बिकेम एन एडवोकेट एंड ड्राइविंग फोर्स बिहाइंड. Okay, see 52-page petition before the National Green Tribunal on how the government has failed to scientifically tackle the climate change. Just at the age of 9, at the age of she write a petition. Okay, उसने public litigation interest जाहिर किया, and 52-page petition was written with the help of his group members, and they gave a note to the National Tribunal. Okay, how to handle the climate change and how environment protection law continue to be roughly floated. Okay, just the class of 6 students from Haridwar was invited to participate in the conference on the climate change in the Paris. Can you imagine just a simple girl without no famous personality? Just at the age of 6, she was invited at Paris to give speech and to motivate the student to protect the Mother Earth. Okay, the conference was based on engaging legal action for the climate change, was organized by Paris-based foundation. So you must also inspire from this girl. Remember the face. Okay, the name of this girl is Ridhima. Okay, if you write Ridhima in the Google, okay, so many articles you can read. So this is inspiration for me. A 6 year girl can do. Why we cannot do? Okay. Okay, this is also, I was very influenced by this girl. Just uh, anybody can know the name of this girl. Okay, when Narendra Modi and our Indian government promised at 2P26, okay, this girl was very angry, and she criticized the policy of our government at the United Nations. So this is also one of the personality. Okay, we must inspire. Okay, the name of this girl is Vinisha Uma Sankran. Okay, just at the age of 15, she spoke at COP26. Okay, she had designed a solar power ironing car to replace charcoal field upland. Okay, she is the finalist for the prestigious Earth's Environment Prize. Okay, she called for action and just not just anger at the global platform. कहते हैं ना कि plan, plan, plan. Okay, but she told that we need action, action. Okay, okay, he is also known as the India's Greta Thunberg. Okay, and we read the I quote. I am quoting the line which was said by this girl at the COP26. We have very reason to be angry, but I have no time for anger. Okay, I want to act. I am not just a girl from India. I am a girl from the earth, and I am proud to be so. I'm also a student, innovator, environmentalist, and the entrepreneur. But the most importantly, I am an optimist. She said that at COP26, after being invited by Prince William to speak at the global conference on climate change, bailed at the world's last chance to reduce the global temperature. So just see the power of this girl. Just at the age of 15, okay, Prince William invited this girl to speak on the environment. So why we cannot? These are the simple people. And okay, I was very impressed by this little girl. Okay, just a very little girl. She is studying in only fifth or sixth standard, but she is doing very nice work in the entire Northeast region. Okay, uh, anybody can know the name of this girl? Okay, she is also very eco warriors, and she is planning to change the life of the people of in her area. Okay, the name of this girl is okay, Likpriya Kanjum. Okay, this is 8 years old Likpriya Kanjugam from India drop out of the school to pursue her passion. Okay, she fight the battle against the climate change. She's activism, including participation in weekly protests outside the Parliament House, take up most of her time. Okay, this child climate activities from India has already spoken in 21 countries. Imagine just 8 year old and she has spoken in the 21 countries on the climate change. Okay, one of her demand is that the Narendra Modi government pass a climate change law in India. She delivered her first speech at the public event when she was just 6 at the Asia Ministerial Conference for Disaster Risk Reduction in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. In June 2018, she spoke about the threat of natural disaster due to climate crisis. So, student, imagine just little girl. Okay, अगर हम देखा जाए तो if you want to listen this girl, so अगर YouTube में इसका अगर नाम लिखोगे, just a minute. Okay, if you write the name of this girl, in the sorry, just I am saying you can hear the speech given by this girl. Okay, and you have to write YouTube. Okay, so there are so many videos. You can see the video. In 9 year old, 9 minutes का interview है. What she speak? What is the personality? What is the attitude? How she speak? You will inspire. So after, whenever you get the time, you can see the video of this girl and how she talk. Okay, what are her action? Okay, what is her aim and what she want to achieve? So lot of video is available regarding this girl. You will be impressed by the idea, by the speech of this little girl. Okay, YouTube पर आप इसका वीडियो देख सकते हो. एक मिनट. So now we are going to the topic. Okay, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं. 8 year old. Okay. Now this also last one. This is the boy. बाद में हम अपने topic पर जाएंगे. Okay. The name of this boy is Aditya Mukherjee. He is just 15. He started campaigns to get people to stop using plastic straw at the beginning of 2018. And at the age of 13, he went around cafe and restaurant pursuing them to swap plastic straw for eco-friendly alternative. Okay, हम हमेशा we always complain what we can do, what government is doing. But at the age of 15, he started convincing all the owners of the restaurant to don't use the plastic straw or other thing, and she started campaigns to stop plastic in the restaurant. Okay, and कहते हैं ना कि your work is saying, आपका काम बोलता है. He was doing silently his work, and a note was taken from the United Nations. And due to his immeasurable effort to campaign against the plastic uses, conversion of forest and climate strike, he was also invited to be part of United Nations Youth Climate Action Summit in the September. So these first part was regarding the motivation. If these people can do, why we cannot? Why we cannot start at our community? Why we cannot start at our school? Why we cannot start at our class? आप अपने क्लास में भी शुरू कर सकते हो, बाद में यूनिवर्सिटी में जा सकते हो, और अपने अर्थ को बचाने के लिए यू हैव टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम योर ओन. Okay, so this was the motivational part of my okay. Now if you want to understand the COP, let me explain in very simple language. These are the technical jargon. हमको टेक्निकल साइंस में नहीं जाना है, हम कॉमर्स के स्टूडेंट हैं, हमको इनका जस्ट मीनिंग पता होना चाहिए. ओके, आज के जमाने में ये सब बहुत फेमस टर्म है. नेट जीरो, दैट मीन्स जो हमारा जो जितने भी हम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, वॉट एवर वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग द कार्बन dioxide or greenhouse gases, so we have to control the effect. अगर if you are producing two carbon gases, so you have to also grow forest. So net zero means that means we have to balance the carbon dioxide emission, and we have to reduce the carbon. Okay, so net zero, these are the technical terms. Then carbon neutrality, that means you have to grow forest, you have to grow forest so that the carbon is absorbed by the forest. Carbon footprint, that means you have to use the green technology so that the usage of carbon dioxide can be reduced. Now, in order to control the use of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases, okay, now sellable certificates are given. Okay, suppose if you are in the shortage, you can buy the carbon certificate to use the carbon, and if you have surplus, okay, you can sell this certificate to other countries. So these are the technical jargons which are taught in the COP26. So very simple. Net zero means we have to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. Okay, we have to grow the forest so that we can reduce the carbon dioxide, and we have to make certain permit limit to use the carbon dioxide. So these are the basic terms which are used in the COP26. Now let us see what is COP. Okay, the COP, the full form of COP is Conference of the Parties. Okay, it is the apex decision making. Okay, it was under the UNFCCC. That means United Nations Framework of Convention on Climate Change. Okay, there are 197 members of this conference. Okay, every year they unite together. Okay, they sit together and discuss regarding the climate crisis. Okay, the first COP was held in the Germany, Berlin. Okay, uh, and at present 25 such meeting has been held. The 25th COP26 was held on the Madrid in the Spain in the December 2019, and we are talking about 26th COP which was held in Glasgow, Scotland. Okay, from 1st to 12th November 2021. So why this meeting is held? Okay, just this meeting is held to discuss about the climate crisis. What sorry, the topic which are discussed in the 2000 COP26 are decided in the 2026. What we achieved, okay, what are the targets we have achieved. So all the leaders from the world get together here and they discuss the policy regarding climate change action. Okay, and the next 2000 COP26 will be held in the Sharm el Sheikh in the Egypt in the year 2000, November 2022. So this was the introduction. These types of knowledge can be used in the banking exam or UPSC exam. So this was informative for you. Now, what is the main theme of this conference? COP. So the entire COP was talking about forest, how to stop deforestation, how to grow forest, okay, how car are polluting our environment, and how can we reduce the production of car, okay, about green gas, how can we reduce the methane gas, and how fossil fuel use of fossil fuel can be reduced, and how in order to use this green technology, how finance will be handled, okay, who will finance. So these are the five topics, which are the five elements of COP26. It's talk about forest, it talk about the cars, especially electronic cars, it talk about the green gases, methane, it talk about the coal, it talk about the private finance, okay. These are the goals of the TOP26. Okay, there are main four I have already discussed. There are four main objectives. The main first goal is to maintain the temperature of our Mother Earth plus 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस. अगर इससे ज्यादा हो जाएगा तो आपने सुना होगा the polar ice will melt, okay, the sea level will submerge, and this will be create a problem to our Mother Earth. So the first target is to reduce the carbon neutrality by the 2050. That means 2050 is the deadline, and before 2050 we have to maintain the temperature below 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ओके, अगर इससे ज्यादा टेम्परेचर हो जाएगा तो खतरे की घंटी घंटी बज जाएगी. और आपने एक पिक्चर तो देखा है 2012. ओके, तो the first objective is how to maintain the average temperature of earth around 1.5 degrees celsius. Second, adopt to protect communities and the natural habitats. जो चला गया तो चला गया है, whatever we have left उसको कैसे प्रोटेक्ट करना है. तो adopt to protect communities and the natural habitats, particularly to those most threatened by the climate change. Then if you want to achieve the goal of this carbon neutrality or protect communities and natural habitat, we need a huge amount of finance. Okay, we need lakhs of dollar fund to protect the Mother Earth, or to save the Earth from the global warming. So it is estimated at least 100 billion US dollar is needed to achieve the first two goals. And the last, we cannot fight alone. Okay, we have to work like a team. So if we work like it together, we one thing is there na, okay, united we stand, and so united we stand and individual we falls. So if you want to meet the challenges, you have to work like a team. So work together to achieve the carbon neutrality. The challenges of the climate crisis can be only be overcome if everyone play their part. So these are the main four goals of the COP26. Okay, how can we maintain the average temperature of Earth 150 degrees Celsius? So all the countries of the world were asked to, they were given deadline 2030 to reduce the carbon dioxide, okay, to reduce the greenhouse gas emission, so that we can reach to the net zero target. So, and we have to what, we have to reduce the use of coal or fossil fuels. Okay, we have to stop the deforestation. Okay, we have to use electronic vehicles. Okay, now the future will be of electronic vehicles, and slowly when the stock of petrol will be over, then hybrid cars will be invented and electric vehicles will be the futures. So a lot of research is going on regarding hybrid car or electric vehicles, and we have to use our renewable resources like tidal energy, okay, wind energy, solar energy. So the first goal of maintaining 1.5 degrees Celsius can be achieved by this. What is the second goal? Adopt to protect the communities and the natural habitats. So the climate is already changing, and it will continue to change even as we reduce the emission. So at 2 26 we need to work together to enable and encourage countries to affected by the climate change. Okay, we have to protect and restore the ecosystem. Okay, build defense warning system, resilient infrastructure and agriculture to avoid loss of home, livelihood, and the human life. Okay, and I have already discussed, if you want to achieve this goal, we need lack of money. Okay, we need millions of dollars. So to deliver on our first two goals, developed countries must make good on their promise to mobilize at least 100 billion US dollar in the climate finance per year by the 2020. So we already know that there are developed countries and the developing countries. In developed countries, there is always development, but in developing countries, still we need fossil fuel, we need petrol, we need coal so that we can develop. So it is the responsibility of developed countries to finance the developing countries to maintain the balance. So international financial institutions must play their part, and we need to work towards unleashing the trillions in the private and public sector finance required to secure global net zero. So these are the goals. And the fourth goal, work together to deliver. We can only rise to the challenge of climate crisis by working together. Okay, for that, in the Paris agreement was signed by all the member countries, and they decided to work together in the form of collaboration between government, business, and the civil society. So I have discussed the four goal of COP26. Okay, uh, what was the outcome of COP26? Okay, so these are the outcome. Uh, all the member country agreed to reduce the use of coal power. A pledge was taken to end the coal power generation by 2040. Mind well, मैं इंडिया के बारे में आपको बाद में बताऊंगा. All the nations has promised to cut down the use of coal power, and they have promised 100 billion annual support towards the developing countries green transition. That means developed countries will finance 100 billion US dollar to achieve the target, and all the countries of the world are promising to support electronic vehicles to stop air pollution and to stop the use of fossil fuels like gasoline or diesel power motor vehicles. So deadline is 2040. All the companies, all the countries will motivate to use the electronic vehicles, and whatever is left, we have to protect the forest. जो चला गया तो चला गया. Whatever we left, so we have to reversing the deforestation. Okay, हमको forest उगाना पड़ेगा. And the Paris Agreement rule books was completed, which keep the Paris target alive. That means we have to maintain the average temperature of Earth at 1.5 degrees Celsius. इससे ज़्यादा होगा, then it will create a problem. Okay, so next, whatever एक साल में what we have, whatever in during the 1 year, what we have achieved will be discussed at the Egypt at COP27. Okay, and a methane pledge led by the United States and the European Union, by which more than 100 countries agreed to cut the emission of greenhouse gas by the 2030. So this was the outcome of COP26. Now, what was the India's commitment at COP26? Okay, so India announced that the net zero target to be achieved by 2070. By 2070, because we are developing countries, still we need fossil fuel for our development. Okay, America and Canada or Japan or European countries are already developed. We are in the stage of development, so we have to use coal up to more than the developed countries. So we have given promise that we will reduce the use of coal by 2070. Okay, and for electronic vehicles, okay, government has launched e-Emerit, a web portal on electronic vehicles, EVS. The portal will encourage adoption of electronic vehicles and boost myth regarding it. अभी भी लोगों को ऐसा है कि उसमें आग लग जाती है, लेकिन slowly and slowly research has been going on, and all the drawback of the battery will be removed, and the future will be e-vehicles. Then India did not join methane pledge, okay, due to some controversial, because our entire industrial sector depends on the this CNG gas or fossil fuel. So we are not ready to join the methane pledge because it will be negatively affect our Indian agriculture sector. अगर इंडिया ने मीथेन प्लीज साइन कर दिया तो फिर एग्रीकल्चर में प्रॉब्लम आएगा. दैट इज व्हाई वी आर अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस India did not join the methane pledge. Okay, because of the we are the agriculture country, and lastly, economy depends upon the primary sector. Okay, so mind well, we have not joined the methane pledge. Now, India will fulfill 50% of energy requirement through renewable energy by the 2030. So, our the future will depends on the solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy. So, our 50% energy requirement will be achieved through uh, renewable energy source. And India will reduce 1 billion tons of carbon emission by the 2030. Okay, so India has promised that uh, by the 2030, India will reduce 1 billion tons of carbon emission. Although COP26 marks several breakthroughs in action toward the climate change, yet the target are not enough to control the rise of Earth temperature by 1.5 degree at the end of the century. So all these are only numbers. Okay, कोई hard policy नहीं बनी है. So it is very difficult to achieve 1.5 degrees Celsius at the end of the century. So therefore, all the countries have to improve upon the target and adopt newer carbon neutral technology. So this was the India commitment at the COP26. Okay, and now challenges for India with respect to new target. Okay, so we have promised all the thing, but the target is stiff. Why? The target given by India is very challenging because some environmental experts have expressed doubt over the India's stiff climate action. Okay, achieving net zero by 270 would require India to peak emission by 2040. That means we have to use the fossil fuel to grow our industrial growth or agriculture growth, and suddenly we cannot reduce. So it is a challenging for India to reduce the fossil fuel use by the year 2070. Okay, as per the studies, net zero year will be 2040. India would have to reduce the emission intensity by 85%. So this is the target is very difficult. Okay, because able to reduce its emission intensity by 24% from 2005 level. So this is challenging for India how to reduce the carbon emission by the year 2070. So in order to achieve this goal, okay, we have to use renewable source of energy. We have to use wind energy, solar energy. But what is the scenario? The share of non-hydro renewable energy has to increase 65%. Presently, we are using only 11% of hydro renewable energy. So we have to increase this use to 65% to achieve the target. Okay, and the share of electric cars in the passenger cells has to go from current 0.1 to 75%. So what is the trend? Only 0.1% people are using electric cars. So if you want to achieve these targets, we have to use 75% of electric vehicles by the 2040. So it is very challenging. How from 0.1 percentage we can increase to 75 percentage. And the last, the while the share of fossil energy in the primary energy has decreased from 73% to 40%. At present, we are using 73% of fossil energy. And if you want to achieve this target, we have to reduce to 40%. So the challenges is very ahead, but let us be optimistic. Okay, we are positive. So we will try to use and our Indian government will try to achieve the target by the year 2070. No doubt it is challenging, but be positive and the government will try to achieve the target. So these are the challenges. Okay, and a study by the think tank Council for Energy, Environment and Water said that for India to achieve the net zero target by 2070, use of coal, especially for power generation, will need to pick up by 2040 and drop by 99% between 2000. So this is the irony. Okay, 99% 2040 up to 2040 we have to use more coal so that we can develop, but suddenly we have to reduce in the year 2060s. So this is the irony. So this could hurt India's development aspiration. And any project need finance. So decarbonization of Indian economy and adoption of renewable energy source will require huge upfront capital investment. So India currently lack this level of capacity, and hence we have to rely on external funding as well. The failure of the developed countries to arrange 1 billion climate fund annually from 2021 has not been materialized yet. Means what will happen if the fund will not available? So these are the challenges on the path of 2P26. Okay, now these are the world level. What we can do at our home? So very simple. Okay, you have to switch the energy saving light bulb, eat more food from the local source, turn it off your light, have no TV day, use earth-friendly cleaning products, keep reusable soap bag, fix leaks, plant trees in the community areas, and send later. Whenever you find any problem, try to convey to the government or the authorities. If we can do this, then our home will be good. If home will be good, our society will be good. And if society will be good, our entire locality will be good. And this will be create goodness among the entire nation. So these are the duty you can start your home just for the sake of motivation. What a small children can do. So देखो, one of the children was very impressed by the climate action, and see the children has me and my family use energy saving light bulb. We use those kind of light bulb because I heard that they use less electricity. So I also motivated the rest of my family. In my family, we can reduce the use of electricity because half the thing people use it their home. They don't really need to use. I will give myself as an example. I would do that when I am watching television. I would switch on the and then I would leave it on. Maybe it will go to bed, and then in the morning I wake up and I will like, oh my god, I have forgotten to turn it off. So the children are also making aware that they have to be very measurable. They have to be very scientific and judicial while using the electronic gadget. So if small children can do, why we cannot do? Okay, some people think started using yes, some people are working to use against the plastic weight. So the one children is saying that we shouldn't use plastic when we are go shopping. Rather use paper bags because by time it come, some of the plastic are damaged and then we just throw them away. So it must be better if we use plastic bag. So one movement was started by the group of school. So what they do, they started this project in my community where people will pick up waste material almost each and every Saturday, and then it's called greening our ways of greening. It means that we encourage people to go green and live green. So these are the movement or campaign started by the children at their school level, at the university level, at their community level. So we can also start by at our community level or the school level to achieve the target of COP26 done by the India. Okay, there is very one lines, a very important line in my community. There is a project where for every tree you cut down, you must plant 5 more trees. So these are the effect of COP26 on the minds of the children, on the society. Okay, I'm not reading everything. Okay, for my school newspaper, we print out the page from the recycled paper. This type of activity can be done in the university. We can use the recycled paper for printout. Uh, so we started the company in our school where recycle paper and plastic. We are helping the school financially because when we recycle, they pay us back, and the way we are also helping the environment. So these are the campaigns done by the children at their school. So we can also do this by at our university level. Okay, I'm not reading this. So there is one very important poem written by one children. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, the birds are flying, and the bridge is so cool. Mother Nature is trying to her best to give nothing but beautifulness. But what we do, make her a mess. Let's make the best by polluting less and less and preserving the green dress for our kids and the rest. This poem shows many that we have to protect our mother earth. So last let us see some quiz. What does COP stand for? So COP stand for Right Conference of the Parties. So COP is being held in the Glasgow, Scotland, but since 1995 has been held many countries around the world. Which country has hosted it most? The answer is Germany. Then net zero is a phrase you will hearing a lot of time at COP. What is actually referring? So it means amount of greenhouse gas you release into the atmosphere is equal to the amount you take out. Okay, this is the answer. Then the COP26 website states that delegates to this year conference will be discussing four main aims. The first is to call to prevent the Earth average temperature from rising by not more than how many degrees Celsius. So I have 1.5 is the answer. The fourth aim is to work together to deliver. Delegates are calling for countries to work with one another to achieve their shared goals. In particular, there are many agreements that the countries made in 2015 that will be discussed at the conference. What is it called? So the answer is Paris Climate. So student, anybody can give the name of this picture? Okay, so, right, this is Chipko Andolan. This was very famous in India, and lot of students and the people learned from this movement, and they protected the tree. So, this is very famous campaign in India. It is known as Chipko movement. Okay. So, what is the conclusion? So, what we learn from the COP26? That means we have to reduce the use of fossil fuel. We have to use the electronic vehicles or renewable source. Okay, both government and the private sector or the society have to work together to achieve the goal of 26, and we have to protect the temperature of the earth. We have to see that the temperature of earth does not increase to 1.5 degrees celsius. So this is our duty. And the last slides, we all have power to protect our planet. United we stand, divided we fall. This planet has been there for a long time, and it is still here, and it should be continue to exist for the future generation. All should join hand to fight this monster climate change. So this was the COPT26. Now my presentation is over. Yes. So
So thank you, Ashok sir. I would
uh,
like to invite Mehul Vadbagama sir for the vote of thanks. Mehul sir, please.
Yes. Thank you, Ashok Goel, sir, for providing a wonderful information about the climate change and about how we can prevent our nation, our world from the climate change. We learn a lots of things about how to control, how to prevent our nation as well as world. We are thankful to you, sir, for coming to the Parul University Faculty of Commerce Department and to be a part of PU webinar series. And it is a great pleasure for us to share the information. I'm also thankful to Jignesh sir to invite you, and also thankful to you, sir, to come and join this webinar series. Thank you so much, sir.
okay. Thank you very much for providing me an opportunities. Thank you, Jignesh sir, Mehul sir, all the students. I hope you have learned today and start one activity to protect our Mother Earth. Okay. Goodbye.
Sure,
Have a
sir.
nice day. Okay. Bye,
Thank you
Thank
so
everybody.
much,
you.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day,
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I'm leaving. Huh?